Carrie is the responsible one now. And Arlene is the crazy one.
Yeah.
That's their different side, I think.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Sam is definitely like a different person now than he was in the beginning.
And whoever thought up, we were talking today when we were at the emergency room about how we went all winter. David was saying he killed Tommy. We were saying he would not kill Tommy because people like Tommy. I mean, we went back and forth. I don't know why David wanted Tommy to be killed. I don't know. Maybe my husband has, maybe he has brother issues. That's all I'm saying. Not my brother, his brother. Then we were talking about that. Nobody, at least not nobody around here, ever thought he shot him.
But he didn't kill him.
And then everybody felt sorry for the dude that just comes in the town. Not Sam, who, I mean, everybody should love Sam, you know, really. So,
okay, and Jessica and Hoyt definitely seeing the two sides. Hoyt, I don't think has another side. Hoyt is just sweet.
Yes.
But definitely two sides of Jessica.
And Jessica should cook for him. Sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, at least once every now and then she could cook for him. Or allow him to go to his mother's house to eat, because I'm sure she makes biscuits.
He said that she's dead to him.
I know. So then she should cook for him. I mean, he works all day while she sleeps. So, I mean, you know. There's somebody else that we're missing. There's somebody else I keep thinking of.
Well, she's up all night. So why should she have to cook?
She gets up at dark. She should cook him something to eat at dark. Oh, Crystal. We knew she was crazy.
Yeah.
And now, that was such a funny scene about making babies and, you know, all that stuff. Oh, I'm freezing.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and go. The show's coming on. And how long? We have 2 hours. Oh, my God. So we're going to eat and stuff. And we'll probably say a little bit more before the show comes on. Brandon's here, so I want to try to get his reaction, too.
He'll never do it with his friend.
Yeah, he has a friend visiting. So, okay, we're going to go eat and stuff, and we'll talk to you after the show.
And hopefully Eric is still at Sookie's when the show goes off. And he's not coming at her with his fangs like he has been the last 2 shows.
Yes. Okay, we'll see you later. How long we got, Missy?
A minute.
Good episode. That was a really good one.
Very good.
Yes.
And once again, give disclaimer.
Yeah, Missy's still really sick. She's already changed. Getting ready to go to bed. So we're just going to discuss it for a minute.
Discuss it for a minute. There's a lot of information tonight.
Yes, let's go through them one by one like we always do. Jessica and Hoyt.
Okay, the doll, I think, is what's making them have problems. Which we already knew. We thought the doll had something to do, you know. And it keeps coming back.
But Lord, now the evil baby's got it.
Yeah. So, it probably won't go back to Jessica's house. But there ain't no telling what kind of evilness is going to happen with that.
And I'm no more upset with Jessica for what she's done than feeding off the guy. Feeding off the guy, I can understand. But delivering him, that was
selfish.
Betrayal. Yes.
Selfish.
That's not wanting to deal with the problem that you created. Just not taking responsibility at all for it.
She's going to feel guilty, though, I'm telling you, eventually, because the Jessica that we know is going to come back. You know, I think so.
Yeah.
And Alan Ball wrote this.
So, yeah.
Yeah, he's always interesting, but he never does what I want him to do with Aaron.
That was a good, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we'll leave him for last.
Arlene was just in it for a minute, and basically it was the evil baby has the doll now.
So the evil baby has an evil baby doll.
Yes. Okay, Sam.
I was so funny because we were sitting there and it was like the episodes go so fast, but I felt like to me it was like half an episode, and I was like, we haven't even seen Sam. And there he was, next to Andy. It was very funny.
And that thing between him and Tommy, that argument about the Maxine's money, that's going to be bad.
And we think it's going to have something to do with the skinwalkers, because if you've seen the preview, Tommy is talking to his mom.
Yes.
I bet you he tries to get his mom to help him.
Yes.
Do something to her.
Yes. Okay, Tara.
wait a minute, I want to,
Sam.
no, I want to acknowledge, number one, that's really, I know Tommy's had a bad life, but,
That's pretty bad.
yeah.
Yeah.
And number two, Sam was ready to hit it with Tara immediately.
Yes.
I mean, period, even though he's dating that woman. So, obviously he ain't in love.
This is true.
Okay, let's...
Andy. I want Andy back. I mean, I think Chris Bauer, the actor, is doing a great job being the V addict, but I miss Andy. I really do.
I thought it was very funny what he said to Sam. Just because I know that you
Can change into flies and a dog.
and dog shit for all I know. Don't mean I'm scared of you. That was very funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Pam very much asserted her I will do anything for my maker.
She was panicked, and you've never seen Pam panic.
Well, she obviously didn't know where he was.
Yeah.
And
How did she know all that already before she got over there? Before she got to Sookie's, she took off from eating that guy, and she gets to Sookie's, and she already knows everything that's happened to Eric.
she didn't know he lost his memory, and she didn't know where he was. She just knew he went to a coven of witches,
Yeah.
and they put a spell on him.
Yeah.
The reason that she knew that was because, remember, Bill told him to do it,
Yeah.
Eric. And Eric said, I'll put Pam on it. And he said, no. They're necromancers. And now
Yeah,
you
so
think
Eric
he
probably told Pam.
her, I'm going over there to these Wiccans, and then he doesn't come back, and
He's lost his memory.
he's lost his memory. So she
Okay.
probably knew.
All right.
And Lafayette is really the smartest one of them because he knows. It's just they need to figure out a way to get Eric back. And I don't know, Tara I think just wants to kill Eric. And Jesus too. And I do not trust Jesus. I do not
No.
trust him.
I don't either. More and more, I don't trust him.
Because he said something tonight. I can't remember what it was. But he said something about Lafayette, and I was like,
Oh, I can make Lafayette do
Yeah,
things and think it was his own idea.
idea.
I don't know if that was kind of a foreshadowing of things that'll come, or, I mean, most women think I can make my husband do what I want him to do
I
and make
can't
him think it was
do
his
a
idea.
damn thing. Yeah, but he got him to get into the Wiccan thing.
Yes.
And he tried to get out of that every way he could. So, I don't trust Jesus.
Ooh, Bill and Portia. Ugh.
I can't stand her.
No.
And I guess I didn't like her in the books. I didn't like her. But the girl who's playing her, number one, her head is too big for her body.
Yeah, see,
She's
don't
too
say
skinny.
many things about the actor. Yeah, come on, talk about the show.
I'm not saying anything about her as an actor. She's so skinny. Her head looks too big. Victoria Beckham, same thing. Her head looks too big. I'm a chubby girl. I'm not saying anything bad about her as a person. I'm sorry. It's just, I look at her and I think, my God, you're skinny. You better not suck too much of your blood. And what was up with that? That he didn't take her blood.
Yeah, something was weird with that. And I liked what you said when we were watching that scene, and you said we were watching the scene of her negotiating with them to have sex with them, and you said she's so different than Sook. You're right. It's like polar opposite of Sook.
Sweet, innocent Sook. And now he's got a woman that'll just be like, let's go have sex. And it's no
And
big
under
deal.
these terms.
Right. So yeah, I think that's exactly it. And he said to her, I could never love you.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess some women don't care about that, but I would. Alcide.
I don't believe Debbie's changed. I don't believe that as far as I can remember.
And I'm actually mad at Sook for telling Alcide.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think she can trust Elsie.
Well,
And
now
Elsie might tell Debbie. And then
that's
all
what
of that.
I'm worried about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
Elsie will tell
Well,
Debbie
'cause-
that Eric is at Sookie's.
Well, because he said Eric got me this job, I owe him favors, all that stuff. So I don't think he's gonna do it. But still, like in the book, she told nobody.
Yeah.
So she should have never done that.
because he very well may tell Deputy Pelt. And remember, I seen the little preview thing, just the words on the guide of what next week is.
Yeah.
So,
Don't say anything.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I hate Deputy Pelt.
I do too. All right, let's get.
Wait a minute, to Jason.
Oh, Jason. Okay. You first.
Poor Jason.
Oh, that's just.
It's almost hard for me to watch Jason like that. And she's a fucking pig. And, I mean, until she gave him the Viagra and stuff, I really don't think he realized. I think he thought she was being forced into it.
Yeah.
And then he realized when she told him all that stuff that that's not the case.
Right.
And what was that story? That story that they told about.
I'm gonna have to watch that again because I don't think I caught it as well as
I had to
should have.
rewind it a couple times because they were talking about the sky people.
Was that the fairies?
Well, I'm assuming it is. And why would the sky people care about shifters, really? I mean, because that, I don't understand that.
I don't either.
And now they want to make Jason, what did they call him?
Go.
Father God, no,
Ghost Daddy.
Ghost Daddy.